Hey guys, I hope you're hungry for a little snack. Welcome back to Full Nonsense. My name is Jericho, and today we are here with Smite, a free-to-play MOBA that recently came to the PlayStation Store that I figured I would check out because it's free. So, I'm not a big MOBA guy. I've never really played League of Legends or anything like that, so I can't really speak to how this game is in comparison. I can only speak of how I like it, you know, just as a game itself. It's weird and I don't like it, and I think that the free-to-play elements are really kind of gross. It's kind of fun in a way, and like, I mean, it was free, so the price was right, but I don't really see myself coming back to this very often. So I mentioned, you know, that the free-to-play elements are a little bit crazy. So you can play as 6 gods, and it mentions, and also I want to go ahead and say I don't really know a lot about this game at all, so please, you know, forgive any ignorance of, you know, of its systems and things like that. But in my defense, you know, I've played the game for probably, like, I guess an hour or so before I've done this, and anything I don't know, you know, the game didn't teach me. But you can play as 6 gods, and it mentions a rotation. So I would assume that it rotates, and there are different gods that you can play as at different times. And that's all well and good, but there's like 30 that you have to buy, and that's crazy to me, because so this game's big thing is, you know, playing as different gods. It's different, you know, all sorts of different mythologies. You know, Greek, Egyptian, Chinese, and then Norse are the 4 I remember off the top of my head, and that's a cool idea, a cool basis for your game, is all these different gods fighting against each other. But if you can only play as a few, and not like I'm playing as Neith, who is the one you play as the tutorial and the only one that I know her abilities at all, but I only recognize maybe, I think, half of the 6 I have unlocked. And then I also, since I leveled up enough, I unlocked Poseidon for rent for 2 weeks, which is fine. But yeah, I only recognize maybe half of the gods, and I feel like I know a decent amount of mythology, so I don't know how many. Like, I feel like I would know more than your average person, possibly, but I don't know. And I also, maybe I know more of the original 7 that I'm thinking about right now. So that's like a big turn off, that if your big selling point is playing as all these different gods, but actually only 7 at a time, unless you want to spend your real money and it's not really free, then is it, I think is a little bit gross. So as far as the game itself goes, I think the controls and the HUD leave a lot to be desired. It's really messy. Like, just looking at it, it reminds me of and again, you know, I guess this is how like League or whatever looks, but it reminds me of WoW, with like all sorts of, you know, hotbars and icons and things that the game doesn't really do a lot to explain. Like the tutorial, you know, what was a good tutorial, and it was fun, and it got me into the game and made me want to do the snack of it, and it taught me some of the basics, and that's all fine. But now this is the very next thing you go to, is this joust tutorial, which is a 3-on-3. Right now it's I'm Neith, and then I think I'm teamed with Anubis and Ra versus another Neith, Artemis and Hercules, something, I don't know. But so I have all these new abilities down at the bottom that I've had to learn myself, and like, I don't mind learning about a game, but this is the tutorial. The whole goal is to teach me, and I think there are a lot of people that this is going to be their first attempt at a MOBA, because it is free and it is on, you know, a home console, when PCs are typically the main space for MOBAs. And if it doesn't do a good job of explaining its systems, which is why you would want to play it in the first place, I think it's a mistake. So I don't know. I will call them on that. So I did learn, you know, my different little abilities down at the bottom there, and I feel like I'm able to execute them decently well, and you know, they do what I expect them to and all. But I also think that the control scheme is kind of messy, and I know, you know, when you adapt a PC game, or a port, I should say, a PC game to a console, that's what's going to happen, because on the PC you have, you know, every button on the keyboard for your use, and on the console, of course, is very limited. But it's another thing that is not real explained very well, is the control scheme and how it's supposed to work. So basically you ready your different abilities is what it seems like to me, but sometimes you don't have to, and it called it like a targeting thing, which would make me think that you could just launch them, and if you didn't want to target. But like, down at the bottom, like I'll press X and that pulls up that little thing, and then I can press R2 to do it, or I can press X again to do it. And if I just press R2, I shoot. I don't know. I guess it's not as complicated as I was making it, but I don't know. It still is weird. Like, I don't know, I was having a lot of trouble with it yesterday. Maybe perhaps I was just being stupid yesterday. So I guess maybe I'll take that back. That the controls are weird, but still, it should be like I should not have been dropped into this mode without having it better explained to me, I think. But you know, this character is fun to play as, and the one thing I will give it is the objectives are easy to understand. You're just going down the lane, I believe is the common parlance, and trying to kill their towers and phoenixes and stuff. And I think whoever gets all the way to the other guys base wins, and that's cool. And I like my character's selection of powers, like that. That's like a big arrow that chases them, and I like you know, the range and stuff. I thought about using like Thor. Thor is like one character I could use right now, and that would be kind of cool. But he's the only one I've played as before, and I'd rather pick the boring character that everyone will have tried because she's in the tutorial, and she's, you know, obviously like supposed to be like their like sex symbol or whatever. But I'd rather pick a character that people have seen that I can actually do something with than have the snack be trying somebody for the first time and failing. There's enough content on my channel of me failing. Oh, I think Artemis is on my team. I'm really trying to kill her. So I guess it's me, Artemis, and Raw versus Hercules. I don't know. And that's an Anubis. Can I kill him? Like, why is he running away? But I mean, it is AI. What are you gonna do? Ah, shot him in the back, just like a god would do. So yeah, it's not very well explained. It's kind of muddy. A lot of it is janky. I think it doesn't look very good at all. It's sort of just like with the HUD. It seems like it's sort of trying to ape Warcraft's graphical style, like the sort of cartoony look. But I don't think it works as well at this. And Warcraft kind of hasn't aged well, if you ask me, in a lot of ways. So I don't know. Seeing it in this, and then like looking at like how my character moves, like I don't know, the animations are kind of, and it just feels like a little bit slower than I would like. Like it feels like my character's moving through water, and it's not like, oh my gosh, it's not because of my character's speed necessarily, but it's just like how quick my movements happen. And I don't know, maybe that's just like maybe my character sucks or something, but I don't know, it just seems like it's just not as fast paced as I would want it to be. And it seems like that's what they're going for, is like this, you know, quick battle. So having it, you know, be kind of muddy and kind of unresponsive is, to me, not so good. And then here's another thing, like it like always tells you to go to the store, like, oh, it's so important, and then there's all this stuff that I have no idea what it does until I waste my money on it. And it seems like there are 3 different currencies. Like there's one, I think it's called Favor, and it's gold, and you can use those to buy like the real people, like, or the other gods, I should say. And then there's a green one that I don't have any of, which I would assume is like the Farmville Cash version, and this that you have to buy with real money. And then in this I'm earning gold, which is not like the icon for either of the other currencies I've seen, so I guess it's a 3rd one. So maybe like if you win, it transfers over, or that's how it would normally work, but this is the tutorial. So I don't know. And I guess, you know, having a bad tutorial doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad game, but this is Snacks. I just gobble down a bit of a game and to let you know what I think of it, and this is not the tastiest of snacks, but I mean, I don't know, it's okay. I sort of am enjoying it more now than I had earlier, and like I said, the first battle was considerably more fun than this, or I mean, this is more fun than I had with it the other day, and not just because I'm doing a lot better. And if I'm doing poorly, then yeah, imagine me doing even worse. I think I'm neglecting my abilities too. I have one that's like a quick retreat thing that I guess I'm supposed to use if I get targeted by their towers. Yeah, so I could just hop and run away. So yeah, that was pretty good. So yeah, I would say it's nothing special, nothing crazy, and nothing I'd come back to, but I am far from a qualified source to speak on anything, but especially MOBAs, so I guess you could take it with a grain of salt. So I'm gonna see if I can't finally kill this Phoenix and press onto their last base before we call this a snack. Oh, let me heal all the way. Yeah, okay. I thought I used a green potion right before I got killed the last time. I guess it didn't work properly. And like a Bull Demon King, do I like it or is it bad? It's in green. Is it my Bull Demon King? Do I like the Bull Demon King? Because I wouldn't think it would be something I would want to be friends with. But yeah, look, they're all cross. I don't know. Oh, and I can jump with R3. Have you ever seen any game in history where you click in the right stick to jump? It's madness. But hey, look at me hopping. Hipping and hopping. Look, there's more. Why don't see? Okay, that's a mana camp. Why is it also guarded by Bull Demon Kings? Maybe I can shoot the Phoenix with my thing. No, just kill this other Neath, a pretender. Deicide. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, I see what you're doing there. I know I'm targeted by a Phoenix, but I want to kill it. Oh gosh, it does a lot of damage. Oh my gosh, that's way more dangerous than the enemy gods. I don't know. I want to play as Hercules. And I can't because I have to spend real money. And the only reason I got this is it was free. So I'm sad that I can't play as Hercules. That's my, oh my gosh, why? That's my that's my final word on Smite is I'm sad because I can't be Hercules. But I don't know. I guess if you're a fan of MOBAs, unless this is a bad MOBA and I can't speak to that. But at the end of the day, it is free. It didn't take long to download. It's not an especially big file, I guess because everything is locked behind a paywall. Huh? So yeah, if it looks tasty to you, give it a try. But for me, there are tastier snacks in the world. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button for snacks like this every Wednesday and Saturday, but we have something on the channel every single day. Once again, thank you. Hit that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you next time. I don't know about you guys, but I'm full.